Hello once again, audience, and welcome back. I was recently inspired by Union Jack Ranger, traveling Power Rangers fan, and its Matty Morphin, to show off my own collection for a bit. And you can find those guys down in the description below or on my channel at the feature channel section. Be sure to check them out. They've got some wonderful stuff, really. Probably much better stuff than I do. But anyway, without further ado, let's get into it. It's touring time. So let's just start off at my desk itself. Got a little shelf above my desk, which right now at the moment is just, let me just focus that. They just filled to the brim with Lego. All kinds of random stuff from Marvel and DC mostly. I don't even know personally who half the characters are. We got like the Pharaoh guy from the 60s Batman. Poor little Ivy and Chains there. Jim Gordon and Barbara Gordon from the Lego Movie. Deadpool, Flash, Black Lightning, Superman, Starfire, Caveman Batman, Ghostbusters, Mermaid Batman, custom figure from Spawn, and not actually Lego but Lego compatible Tiger Zord and Tyrannosaurus Zord from, I believe it was Mega Constructs. Anyway, you've got a Green Ranger there, which I was planning on customizing. You've got the regular collection of Funko Pops, all the must-haves, just the regular Rangers. All the colors. I got two versions of green. The regular and the New York Comic Con exclusive, which is a bit darker and shinier. And of course, the Ninja Turtles. And of course, we top it off there with the Lightning Morpher. Here's some putties and monsters from the board game. I've got this Power Ranger board game, which you might have noticed at the start right there. And these were just primed and I need to paint them still. We got a guinea pig there. His name is Harry. Say hi, Harry. He's shy. We got Gizmo there, keeping him safe and dry. Really old Michael Jackson. Batman I still got from my childhood, and another Mermaid Batman. We also got here a vintage Darth Vader that I still had from a kid. And probably nobody knows this, but Technoman was this anime from the 80s, 90s, which was actually shown on Fox Kids, even though it's fairly violent and bloody and gruesome and everything, but it was on Fox Kids for some reason. And here we have his evil twin brother, Saber. And here's just my messy work spot in general, with my dying bonsai tree. I gave him water, he died. I gave him less water, he died quicker. I gave him more water, it died even quicker. I am a deaf to plants. That or little Piccolo there failed me, and he's doing this on purpose. We got a little Freddy Krueger claw there from Neca. And most importantly, let's start off with the figures now. We've got the Neca 1/4 scale Ninja Turtles atop here, with the Shredder in the back. They are absolutely fantastic, and I so hate that apparently Neca will not be making Splinter in this size. That pisses me off incredibly much. But anyway, we've got some Lego here. At the top shelf we've got a little bit of Empire going on here. Custom built, or like altered set of the Bespin carbonite chamber. Star Destroyer there. And a little bit of Death Star. Sith peeking around the corner. And Luke Skywalker facing off against Darth Vader. And then we go down there for Boba Fett's Slave 1. And the Millennium Falcon. We have a tiny Darth Vader hiding here. I got so many Darth Vader minifigures, they came with everything after a while. Han Solo hiding there with a Tusken Raider. And you got a little scene in the Falcon as well. Obi-Wan and Luke training with the lightsaber. C-3PO and Leia. And then we got Jabba's Palace. Got the Rancor underneath there trying to eat Luke. And we got some Mandos there. And Obi-Wan's cabin. And we go down one for Jabba's sail barge. We got Jabba and Leia hiding there behind the window. R2-D2 is serving drinks to these alien guards, as Boba Fett is currently busy sacrificing Chewbacca and Han Solo to the Sarlacc pit. And you got some Utini going on. The Jawas on their little machine. Luke's land speeder. And the tiny cantina from a few years ago, 2014 I believe. It's not the small set from 2 years ago, but it's nowhere near as good as the current collector's edition. Holy shit, I want that so bad, but it's so expensive and it takes up so much shelf space. So much shelf space, and I've got so little shelf space left. Let's go down again. And here we've got a little Hoth scene going on with the Empire fighting the rebels at their base. So all kinds of stuff going on in there. Some awkward scene of Leia and Luke just before we all realized they were brother and sister. And then down below we've got the Ewok village fighting off the Empire. And then we'll move on to the next cabinet, which is probably the most interesting to most people. Here we've got our Legacy collection. We have the In Space Rangers. And our current collection of Zeo characters. Astronema. Dragon Evo 3. Just a little bit of Lost Galaxy in the back there, along with Beast Morphers. Dino Charge in between. Drakon and Ranger Slayer making up the front. A Lonely Time Force Ranger there. We have two Psycho Rangers in the back. Now I was planning on ordering the Psycho 5-pack, so I might just repaint these two, maybe in silver and green, and just print the correct weapons for them. Because the green Psycho Ranger, to get them in Europe, is nearly impossible unless you pay a shit ton of money, because Hasbro Pulse does not deliver to Europe. And he's a freaking exclusive for Hasbro Pulse. Ah well, here we got the regular Red Ranger and Zack with the gold shield. SPD hiding right behind them. And there's the Dino Thunder White Ranger. And then we move down once more for the Soul of Shigogun Titanus. And oh my god, he is so freaking beautiful. I never got my hands on the Legacy Collection version, and from what I understand they are pretty much the same, except that the cockpit on which you put the Megazord has a few very small alterations. But other than that, you can probably pick up either one if you really want a Titanus, so whichever one you can get cheaper, you can go for that one. But oh my god, he is so fantastic. And we got a little pterodactyl Zord right there, and the Japanese Serpentera right there. I picked him up at a Transformers convention. This guy was selling him for 20 bucks because he was trying to get rid of it for like 6 years, and he was never able to sell it at Transformer conventions until one day, of course, a lone Power Ranger fan turned up at a Transformers convention and was like, holy shit, I need that. And here we have the Dragon Zord in fighting mode, along with the Tyrannosaurus Zord right there, and a tiny Batman and Harley Quinn keeping an eye on them. It's not really in scale, they should probably be even much smaller, but who cares? I was just about to say, focus, damn it, focus. And we go down once again to a little command center scene. Here we got Tommy handing over his powers to Jason. All the other Rangers just stand there and watch. Kimberly's trying to comfort him. We'll put the busted helmet there that came with Lord Drek on Evo 3. I still need to paint the command center and everything, just glue it together, make it all nice and stuff, but I couldn't resist putting it all down just to see how it fit. And Zordon and Alpha will be joining them soon. And here we have Lord Zed on his throne. Goldar pledging his allegiance. And 2 putties up front. Now I'm still waiting for 2 Zed putties to come in from the UK, but they've been delayed until March, along with like the regular Green Ranger release. But I want to get 3 of every foot soldier basically. I also ordered 3 Tengas. I think that's a nice number for like, it's not really army build, but you know, it's a foot soldier. They shouldn't be alone. And we've got Rita and Zed in the back there, with Pumpkin Rapper and King Sphinx and another Goldar, but this time the GameStop version with the wings fully out, standing up front. I really like the monsters though. They are absolutely fantastic, even though they might be a little too big. At least King Sphinx is a little bit too big to properly scale, but whatever. They look fantastic. And let's go down once again. And we go to a shelf of Marvel Legends, basically just Spider-Man and X-Men a little bit. It's not so much. We just got the Green Goblin there, being taunted by Felicia the Black Cat. The Vulture also standing by. Rogue and Jean Grey facing off. Apocalypse. As we got Gambit there, showing off to Quicksilver, as Venom is trying to beat up Carnage. And we get Mysterio creating a mirror image of a monster Venom who has taken a hold of Spider-Man as Wolverine tries to help him. Dr. Octopus taking advantage of the situation and coming after Spider-Man. As Beast, Xavier and Cyclops face off against Magneto and the Scarlet Witch. And then when we move down one more, it's an empty shelf! My very last empty shelf, which will probably get filled by expanding either these or, you know, those guys. I got some Megazords up in storage still, like the Dino Thunder Megazord and the White Tiger. And I want to collect more like the Thunder and the Ninja and everything, but I just don't have place for them. Not at the moment anyway. Ah! He died. Oh, putties, they're so fragile. You just hate it when a figure falls down and then you have to try to one-handedly get him to stand again. Ah! Alright, let's move! And here we have some NECA Ninja Turtles, 2 foot soldiers, the Super Shredder, Bebop Rocksteady, the regular Shredder, and Rag. And I'm still waiting for like the Android body to come in. It was ordered, but it's probably delayed just like everything else. Now this little place is a little bit emptied out because well, there's still some leftover DC figurines there. They were cheap, not sure what I'm going to do with them. The DC figurines are just all over the place. I wish there was like a, I'm actually not sure if there is though, like a equivalent of Marvel Legends, but then for DC it actually scales. Because right now it feels like DC keeps making new lines over and over and over and over again and never sticks with one. We got a little vintage toothpaste thing that you could put on the lid of the toothpaste from like God knows how many years ago. I am so surprised my mom actually saved that for me somehow. And then you can see why the cabinet has been emptied out a little bit. You got the turtles at the bottom here. Come on, focus. But I was working on turning this entire thing into a diorama tower. Basically starting off with the sewer, another two levels of sewer, and you got like the street and going up to a building. That's the idea anyway. So in the sequel video in a year, hopefully you'll be able to see all that. And starting off with the next place, we got Triptychon on top with a few legends scaled. Transformers like Megatron, Soundwave, you got Shockwave here and Optimus Prime and some Dinobots, along with some Mirage Turtle statues, Bubbleheads. And then we move down to a little bit of vintage of Power Rangers I still got left. Like I said before, I do have like the Tiger Zord still in a box in storage because I got no place to put them at the moment. Here we have like this nice collection of, I think it was 12-inch, 9 or 12-inch, like Power Ranger figurines. And this really old, I think this figurine you could only get in Europe and the UK. It was based on the ZU Ranger toys. We got these before they came out with the flip heads. Sadly, this one you can probably see just a little bit. His leg has snapped off once a long time ago. They are so fragile. Got 2 communicators. This awesome poster, which came in like a Boom Studio Comics pack. Morpher, Legacy Morpher there. We have the Dracon coin. And here one with the Green Ranger coin. And plates, of course. I actually have 2 more Legacy Morphers somewhere in storage. Ninninger figurines, or Ninja Steel. And of course these awesome helmets here, along with their power coins. And we go down 1. And we got a little bit of Black Series Phasma, because she was really cheap at a store here for like $3. And Nihilus and Jedi Revan, Boba Fett and Darth Vader, and Chewbacca, Han, and Leia. Now I've only just started collecting, oh yeah, Yoda of course. I only just started collecting Black Series. So there's not so much of that yet. Now here we got some more Mirage Turtles with a small cardboard backdrop. I have all my figure arts in box there. Complete collection along with Kamen Rider Agito, no not Agito, sorry, Kabuto I mean, and Black RX, and the shielded versions of Black and Red, and Super, no, I'm not going to call it that, Gokai Silver, and Kyoryu Red. And over here, which sadly not a lot of people recognize either, is Bio Booster Armor Guyver. You got the big scale figures here, and also the female Guyver in a smaller scale, sadly, because they never released her as Figma, or she was from Figma, and these were from, I forgot actually. But these are so rare now, though. I still hope one day we will actually get like a full series of the Guyver. I love the OVA, I love the comics, but the comics stopped translating in English, which is just real shit. I even love the movies, even the first one, even though it's absolutely horrendous. There's not a lot of space here. But we'll move down for the last thing in this cabinet. If it will focus. I put it on autofocus because I thought maybe that's easier than just using manual focus, but oh, there we go. We got Android 17 and 18 and Goku with a statue of Cell in the back, which I got from a good friend of mine. These are the figurized, basically the models you have to put together yourself. Super Buu, or Kid Buu I mean, Frieza, and Vegeta. Still want to get like Cell and Piccolo of these. Just keep it really small. Don't really need every character. Just the big main ones from Z would be cool. And last but not least, being protected by my 2001 Spider-Man or 2002 Spider-Man figure, is basically a cabinet filled to the brink with Transformers. Here's basically my movie shelf, Ultra Magnus, Cup, which just came in today, so I'll be doing a small impression video of him later. RC, Springer, Galvatron lurking in the back. Most of these are all third party because Takara is just way too slow with releasing them. We got Blur, a chrome Grimlock with Wheelie on his back, and of course Rodimus Prime with his Target Masters, which I've never seen Headmasters, but they were included, and they're cute and fun. And we got another Autobot shelf here with Bumblebee, Jazz, Wheeljack, Trail Jumper, Ironhide. Sometimes I just forget these guys' names because they're all third party and stuff, and I'll get the third party name stuck in my head. Power Glide. Here we go again. Well, you know, you either recognize them or you don't. We got the big guy here, Optimus Prime with Hot Rod, holding up the Matrix of Leadership, Ratchet, Prowl, and we got hidden in the back there, just below Mr. UFO there. So typical, you know. Stand behind the camera and you just derp on all the names. It's Mirage. And we got, of course, the little boombox right there. You know what? I'm just going to turn off autofocus and just put it on manual focus again. There. And then we move on to the Decepticon shelf. We have two of the Constructicons. I actually just transformed all these guys to their bot modes again because they were combined. But if I combine them, I have to remove a shelf, and I was trying to clear up shelf space for the Legends and Lightning collection there. So yeah, you got Blitzwing hiding in the back there. Shockwave always behind Megatron. Soundwave and the treacherous Starscream. And got, of course, the collection of Soundwave's tapes there. And then we try and move down one. And then we got the rest of the Constructicons. All from the Gravity Builder series. We got the oversized version of Warbotron, Bruticus, and Transformissions Havoc, aka Menasor. And they are absolutely beautiful. Maybe I should have filmed this before I transformed them, but oh well. Now down here, I just got all these tools and shit, which is just in the way, but that's fine, that's fine. Here we got my very first three Headmasters. These are the oversized, improved versions of basically the Titans Returns ones from the toy line. And here we have the masterpiece Beast Wars. Well, for the most part. Black Arachnia is still the Legends figure. I need to replace her still. But that is pretty much it for all the figures. Moving on. Then we've got some cosplay stuff as well. Got a little piece of Lord Drakon here. And here we got another piece of him, along with some Lord Zed progress stuff. We've got a vest on which I will build the Lord Zed body. And some people call this a couch, but for me it's my workplace storage. Actually just got a piece for the Lord Drakon helmet. Just got done printing. And here's my workspace for cosplay stuff. I really need to clean this place up, but that's fine. Got Lord Zed right there, the helmet pretty much done for now. Here's some shelf space, which has quite a lot of kits that I still need to finish up, including a helmet from a friend that needs a little bit of repainting there. You can see some scapes there at the silver and the horn. We've got like Gokai Silver and Gokai Yellow there. And you probably recognize Kamen Rider Agito, the Green Ranger, and RoboCop right there. Got another Blue Ranger there. And the Guyver in the back. And behind that Blue Ranger, you can just make out another Green Ranger helmet. Little Mandalorian helmet hiding in the corner there. I will be making a video soon on him and how you can basically finish a 3D printed helmet from freshly printed to finished product. So keep an eye out for that. Got some more stuff there, just Batman armor and working on the shield for Lord Drakon. Just a storage unit full of work stuff to work with for cosplay. And I got this shelf stuffed with stuff for the Predator costume. And here we actually have our, well, basically walk-in closet for all our finished cosplays. Got like a clothing rack there. There's a gold Zeo shield in the back. Every cosplay is put in storage containers, so they all stay nice and well. I got some weapons on a pile there, including a freshly printed Gokai Saber, which I still need to finish. And we got the Sword of Darkness there. And for some reason a Groot. That's all good. We got some helmets at the top there. Most of them are helmet kits I finished myself. One Red Ranger from the Lightning collection. I think they're still, yeah, Zeo Gold hiding behind there. Got Venom, Princess Leia wig and a Ninja Turtle. My Freddy Krueger hat. Not a head. The Shredder. Some other things like a Bane mask, my Palpatine, Darth Vader, Kylo Ren, and a Scout Trooper. But it's a really big mess here, so if you want to see my cosplays, just find me on Instagram. You actually get some proper photos instead of this big mess. But I just wanted to show you this place. Let's just move on. Here's just a small spot with just some films. But most importantly, and last but not least, we've got a collection of board games. Starting with Power Rangers on top there. Which continues right there. We got some Star Wars Edge of the Empire, which is basically just the Star Wars Dungeons and Dragons. We got some X-Wing there, Imperial Assault, just your regular board games, Jurassic Park, Risk, Harry Potter Cluedo, Pokemon Master Trainer, Jane Silent Bob Strike Back Monopoly. Got the Buffy hiding there, Ninja Turtles, Star Wars card game, Lord of the Rings, Ninja Turtles hiding right there, The Works. It was this big Kickstarter from a few years ago, where basically that bonus pack is from as well. And that was basically it. And that was basically this stuntling tour of what's in the house, what's in my collection. I hope you enjoyed that. If you have any questions or whatever, you would like to know anything, or if you would like to see a review of anything you just saw, just let me know down in the comments below. Once again, be sure to check out Union Jack Ranger, Traveling Power Rangers fan, and it's Mighty Morphin time. They'll be down in the description below. Difficult English, forgetting words. Doesn't matter. We always remember them in the end. Just remember. One day you'll remember. And if not, who cares? Thanks for watching. Cheers.